The straight up best starter build in Death Must Die for you guys to easily progress through the first stages in the game. Stay tuned for that. Welcome guys, I'm Franky Boy. On this channel I am covering everything regarding RPGs such as The Witcher or maybe some roguelites or roguelikes like this one. And you start off slow in this game, Death Must Die. You don't have all these features available right from the start. And let me quickly downgrade my levels and show you an easy progression build for your first playthroughs, which you can do on, I would say, almost any character. Though I would recommend playing Nixie. Since you are limited for the night, for the first playthrough, let's quickly go through that. Also, if you're a beginner, please note, don't take a well if you're on full life. And you have to know the following. For level up, you get gods, like this is the god of death. And we want 3 gods in particular, which are time, death, and lightning. You want those 3. If you don't get those, that's a pity. And most of the time you don't have these rerolls right here, and you want a certain number of skills. As for death, you of course want the Ravens of Pestilence, but it's not limited to the order I'm telling you guys, it's just you need those skills in particular. Okay, perfect, we got time as second. And for straight up starting the game, the Alteration ritual is perfect because you get a random blessing, which is a buff lasting 30 seconds, and at the start of the game, you get a lot of level ups, you get a lot of buffs, and you progress further. Also, we really want to build this around time and being efficient. Warp Strike and Force, we want that as well. But I would totally say Alteration Ritual, it's like the best skill you can get early on. Also, don't forget to progress through the map. And let's have a look at what you can find for some loot, some upgrades, because you won't have those items that I have right now, but it doesn't matter for this video. Please note that you won't do the damage that I right now can deal. And yeah, we got Chrome, which isn't optimal, but we got Death and Time, which is what we really need for this blade. We can make it work with another god. I would say if you don't have those two, you should consider restarting the run. In this case, I will go for the Rampaging Strike if I could, but I don't want this. I want Chains of War from this, so I have a decent AoE because we need AoE for level 4. Then we will have all those slimes coming at us, and you need some AoE for that. And you can see all those lightnings, etc., and that's from my time buff when I get a level up. And you can see I'm almost 50% done through level 5, and I will get the next buff when the other one is still up, which is insane. Now, right at the start, you won't have like this area of picking things. Alright, for Fate, yeah, faster attacking is what we go for. We want this build to really escalate at the high levels and do those attacks in seconds. That's our aim. That's our goal. Right, get the skeleton down, some new loot. Alright, we don't want those warish upgrades right now. What we really want is death and time because they scale for the whole game. And they give us a lot of buffs. Let's pick some spell damage right here because spells are what make us strong in this game. Alright, let's pick that our attacks apply curse status. Because if we do so, we want another talent that will scale us to death. Alright, now we curse all the enemies and then we have experience shard dropping out of enemies that are cursed. And that in combination with the time talent I'm going for will be insane. But we can't really control the gods we get at the start of the game. Later on you will be kind of able to control that, but right now you are not. And again, you can play this build with any character. I would recommend the Assassin, though you just need time and death as gods. Alright, let's get those ravens leveled up. They do a lot of damage then. Now we're getting to the fun part, Gem High, another core element of our build. You really need that one. Why is that? Whenever you take experience shards, you will gain movement, attack, and skill speeds. Those 3 things, and as you remember, every time we kill an enemy that is cursed, that has a chance to drop an experience shard, so it's already increased, we will also increase the range of the experience shard pulling for more attack speeds. And there is yet another skill in time that will spawn some experience shards. Let's see how fast we can clear those slimes right now. Waiting for my Chains of War. Yep, let's upgrade them. They're what I want this time in the game for AoE. And you can see, wow, the attack speed is just incredibly high. The movement speed is also ramping up for every experience shard we are collecting. And yeah, let's get our deadly strikes on expert level. Perfect. Please note you can also, of course, finish this build with novice or adept skills. It's possible, but legendary and master is always preferred. And those slimes they can't even reach us because of our attack speed, and those Chains of War in combination, really strong. Alright, as for time, we still got some awesome talents. Right here, Force is very good. Experience shard area increased, and also experience shards deal damage right now. The second, the Alteration Ritual, is also awesome. I would go for the Force one because it's on expert level. And I think the time skill tree is really undervalued right now, because it really enables you to deal a ton of damage with those other skill trees and buff you till hell. Yep, another Deadly Strike for more curses. Oh yeah, and time warps around us. Let's get the Alteration Ritual on level 2. Now we have 50 seconds buff per level up, and we really need that because the level ups, they will be rarer the higher we level. Remember to always be scouting around the map and finding those nice spots for your buffs. And we're almost at 7 minutes, and that's when the boss will spawn, of course. Alright, I will push those Chains of War again, because you always need to focus on 1 or 2 skills to really buff them to be your damage dealers. Alright, for the first boss, of course, dodging is king. Always dodge when they perform an attack. And yeah, I got some ice buffs right here because of I am getting random buffs in this game, which is awesome. Oh, I got hit for the first time here. First boss is down. I can already loot the level up. And yeah, let's get the expert Deadly Strike. Why not? Thank you so much. And get this boss down. Yep, that was easy. Again, Chains of War. Alright, we got 5 levels in total with Chains of War, and that's nice for damage, but I wanted some other skills, to be honest with you guys. I wanted some that scale to the late game, and I didn't get those, sadly. Finally, we have it. This is the talent that we want from the very start. Once you start applying Cursed to enemies and they die, you will get permanent damage, and you can easily stack this up to a 200% buff by the end of the game. And right now at 850, it's a little late for that buff, to be honest with you guys, but it's not too late, I would say. I would say at around 15 minutes it might be too late to be available or viable for you guys. And just quickly tap out if you want to know how high the buff is. In my case it's 1%. Well, yeah, it was just 20 seconds or so. And if you scale that up to the whole game, it's quite a lot. Also, a very nice curse applier is Soul Stealers. And it does percentual damage, which is awesome for enemies with high life, high HP. You of course want that as well. The fun thing about the game, but also the sad thing, is of course you can't control your luck. You're always somehow luck depending, but you can easily increase your chances. Okay, we got some master spells, knockback effects, more damage to barriers. I would say those, I wouldn't pick those. I will pick the Chains of War and Expert. And I will get the Soul Stealer rank 2. Very nice one. A lot of curses we apply right now with the Ravens, the Soul Stealers, and our melee attacks as well, which is great. And you can see the speed is ramping up on my attacks again. The more enemies, the more experience shards, the more attack speed. Alright, it's sad, nothing that we can make use of. Nope, I will just pick the blades for fun. You know, sometimes you just have to pick something because you have to. It's sad, but true. Alright, let's get some attack speed for ruptured enemies. We can also stack that up if we want to. Alright, and soon the blue slime will appear, which will be a tougher challenge. Let's get those skeletons, why not? They will fill up the whole screen and look funny. And yeah, we got some electro damage for our level up buff, which is the beauty of this buff. You sometimes even get the dragon, etc. It's really random, and you can make some use of effects you wouldn't even be able to use in your build. Alright, blue slimes appearing. I think I'm able to run from them once I have the first experience shards. They dropped. Yep. I can right now outrun them. And let's get some Soul Stealers again. Yep. Our attack speed is ramping up to an insane amount right now. So we need this experience to come in again. Our army of the dead is raising from the ground, waiting for yet another level up. And I still miss those time buffs. I would usually like by now have those time effects I want, and I don't have them. You can't control it. You attack faster, always fast attacks. Fast attacks is awesome for fast applying status effects, etc. And maybe knocking back enemies or so if you need that. And you can see my army is quite huge right now. Alright, another Alteration Ritual, level 3. It's awesome. I'm totally in love with this buff. I think it's one of the best things to get. Alright, some spell area. Why not? We will be chased by ghosts right now. 60 seconds buff. Don't need it. Nope. Let's get those Soul Stealers leveled up again, dealing percentage damage, which is great. Alright, 3 seconds away from the boss, and we found a Stone of Power. And that is a thing you can totally do, like at 7-minute mark, 40-minute mark. Go and grab a Stone of Power or stay there. It's like the black stone you can see up here. Alright, now it's gone, of course, because I took it. but you will gain a damage buff for the boss fight, which could be a huge helper. Now we got some nice loot right now. Yep, yet another Soul Stealer and some red loot. I think that one is quite nice. Passive experience game, we can try it. So this one is quite armor heavy I had before. Let's get some alterations. And also don't worry too much about leaving behind some experience, but at some point you will be gaining a magnet anyways, and you will collect all of those. All right, now we have an alteration. Let's use it. And yeah, let's pick the attack speed, of course, on adept level. All right, let's use the time field. In this case, I should have used my alteration again, but I forgot about it, to be honest. Yeah, in this case, I will go for fortune because I'm looking for specific talents I don't have yet, or I need upgrades for, and by that I can totally increase the value of my next level up when I'm able to kind of go for those talents I am still missing or I want. Alright, let's go for an alteration here. Yet another alteration. I want time. It's not coming. I will pick the attack speed. Attack speed is awesome anyways. All of your attacks profit from that. But I took quite a few hits right now, which is bad. Yet another level up, another alteration. Let's banish that one. Don't need it. And maybe pick a reroll. It's kind of tricky, yep, and I'm dead. But yeah, again, the core talents. You of course want Mayhem to stack up those cursed damages. Pick up Soul Stealers and or Ravens to spread the curse. Alteration Ritual is super awesome for random buffs. And of course, combine a gem high with fitting talents. Like getting attack speed, skill speed, etc. is super insane. Combine that with force, combine that with execution, you will get to a very high level probably. And yeah, this was my second run on the knight. I actually ditched it right away because I didn't like it. So I unlocked quite a few things right now, right? Yeah, I had no buff with him before. And I would say it's perfect with Nixie because the attack speed is already incredible. Or combine it with Maris and get the infinite pull range. The downside is no dash, no second one. And you need to somehow compensate it in the first boss fight. So you would either go out and search a jumper shrine or so. And yeah, maybe that helped you guys out a little bit. When I first started out with Deathmaster, I was a bit confused with all those items and those gods appearing or not appearing. And I didn't really get why at the start. So please note there are 3. And I would totally recommend combining time and death as your buffers and then getting some for the DPS. And I would recommend lightning in this case and get the chain lightning on the weapons, and that in combination with Nixie is just awesome. Alright guys, check out this video if you want to see another video from me, or that one. I would totally love to see you guys in the future. Thank you for tuning in.